Crazy, really. Feels good to be back though. I haven't been. Things happen. A lot of things happen. Especially on Twitter. A lot. I wasn't able to stream for the whole week, and that's like good slash bad thing, because after I did my stream on meeting Limbo and J. Crew, I posted that on YouTube, and after that, Limbo watched it, and she was like, "Yo, this shit's awesome," and I'm like I didn't expect her to watch it. I just posted it on there, and I was like, "Hey, I made a video," and I didn't think she'd watch it because it was fucking 40 minutes long. She watched it, and I was like, "Oh god!" Like literally, I went, "Oh god!" I was like, "Fuck!" She watched it. Like, I was nervous. I was like, "Oh god, she's watching it now." She's gonna see me fanboy over her. I was like, "Fuck!" That's like when I said in the stream, dude, I'm self-aware, so I was like, fuck, she's just me fanboy. I can't be seen like some like retarded ass fanboy, you know. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to seem less cool. Like I'm already not cool. I don't want to seem less cool, so I'm like, fuck. But yeah, she watched it and she was like super like nice about it. She's like, oh dude, that was great. I was like, I'm freaking out. Like, I have a really weird, because I can't effectively like, you know, share my emotions or like portray them. What ends up happening a lot is that once I'm alone, and I reprocess things. I begin to, you know, analyze shit, go through my head and all that, and because there's no one there, I'm alone. What I just talk to myself, I'm just like, yo, that's fucking crazy. I'm literally sitting there having conversations like, oh my god, that just happened, shit like that. I'm like, no way. Like, calm down. Like, I talk to myself all the time. And then there's sometimes when I get extremely hyped or something like that. When I get extremely hyped or something, whenever I'm like happy for something, what ends up happening? I basically fucking start screaming. I just start screaming because I'm happy. I scream, fucking hair, this fucking hair, please. And stay on that side. So I just end up screaming, and yeah. So on those days when I got from school, because I don't take my phone to school, not that very often. So I got home from school, and I get tweets from Limbo, both in the DM and in mentions, and I'm like, whoa, Limbo tweeted about me, and then she DM'd me, and I was like, oh fuck. You know, I'm like over here like, oh shit, like my heart rate fucking spikes immediately. So I'm like, oh fuck, what happened here? And so I'm like, holy shit, let's check these. I do. And Limbo's all like, oh my god, like I saw the video, it's like so sweet and all this stuff, and I'm like, ah. But then like there's this one point, oh right, funny story. So Limbo's album came out January 8th, Hollow. Her album Hollow came out January 8th. Reason I know that was because I was so hyped for it that I stayed up all night waiting for it to come out on a school night. I think it was Sunday and it came out, and next day was Monday, right? So I stayed up all night waiting for it to come out. I'm pretty sure it was like January. Fairly fucking certain. Like, I can check, but I am like almost 100% certain that it was. I can just pull up my monitor. I'm almost 100% certain it was January 8th. So I stayed up and I bought it immediately. And the thing is that there was two versions of it. There was the normal one, I guess, the standard version of it, and then there was a deluxe. And I'm like, I'm not about to skimp on Limbo, right? If you're gonna go Limbo, you gotta go all out. So I'm like, all right. And so, yep, January 8th. I fucking, that's how much I remember that shit, right? Yeah, it was January 8th. And I fucking, like, bam, instantly. I honestly thought I was the first person to buy it because it went live at midnight her time, 11 o'clock my time. And if I look at my, so first of all, I pondered the idea of buying it for like a little bit. Then I went, fuck it, I'm buying it. and the order went through on my PayPal at, let's see, time. Can I see the exact time it went through? Oh, it's January 7th, not 8th. Oh, right, because it came out January 8th for her in California. It came out January 8th everywhere. But for her, it was January 8th for her because it was midnight on her, but it was 11 for me. So for me, it was January 7th, but her was January 8th. It was midnight in California. Right. So I paid for it on January 7th. Doesn't say the time. Can you please say a time, maybe, please? Whatever. It was within the hour. Within the hour that it came out, like I saw her tweet the link on Twitter. Immediately clicked it and went like pondered it for like, should I buy this one or this one? I looked at the differences, went, okay, we're getting the deluxe one, and I paid for it, and I went through, right, on my PayPal. And then fast forward maybe 2.5 weeks, right? I'm on her Twitter, and she's like, oh, I can't wait, doing all these things, and she had finally, I don't know if she finished all of the deluxe editions or just all of the things, but she had, you know, she had gotten a bunch of them done, and she was about to start shipping them, and I'm like, yo, no way. I'm thinking mine's gonna be one of the first ones to arrive because I ordered it within the first like 10-15 minutes. I say hour, but realistically it was within 30 minutes. Like, I was quick. I was like, mine instantly. I was like buying it 100%. So I'm thinking I'm gonna be one of the first ones. And actually, remember she had said, I asked her on Twitter like the next day. I was like, are the deluxe editions gonna have a new, like, a number that shows you which purchase you were? He said yes, and I'm like, yo, am I gonna have number one? I was so hyped. Like, I was like, I didn't even know if I was gonna be number one, but I wanted to be like top 5. I was like, if I'm top 5, that's awesome, right? I'm thinking I'm number one because I'm like, I ordered it really fast, and I'm like, if someone beat me, then kudos. But like, I think I'm number one, so I'm like crossing my fingers, like, fucking, I hope I'm number one and shit. And then I see maybe a week later after she shipped them that someone posted a picture and she retweeted it, and it was of the thing they'd gotten it. I'm like, I wasn't number one. I'm thinking, well, they got it. Mine's probably in the mail. It'll be here in like a day or two, right? But it didn't come. And then I saw more people tweeting, and I'm like, maybe they're from California. Maybe you know, faster shipping because they're from California. In-state shipping, easy. I'm like, all right, hope so. I think maybe a month and a half later, I'm just like, hey, no, not even. I think like maybe after 3 weeks, I just started like tweeting at Limbo. I was like, hey, can I get an update on the thing? Like, you know, and apparently she was doing it in batches. Like, she'd get an order in and then like send a batch and a second batch. And so she was doing it in batches. And I'm like, okay, well, I know how that works because I'm into cryptocurrency and to do batches for the miners. Okay, I know how that works. I'm probably going to be in one of the later batches. Okay, well, that threw my dream of being number one out the window, and I was like, maybe she's doing it backwards, working from the bottom of the list up, and I'll be the last one because I'm first one in, right? So I was like, okay, maybe I'm still number one, because I'm like, okay, cool, maybe I'm still number one. I think maybe a month and a half later, right? It was about the same week. She fucking DMs me, and she's like, hey, you know, I've been busy with all this stuff. I'm kind of stressing about shit. Like, I'd really appreciate if you're, you know, patient. And I'm like, oh god, what have I done? I was like, because I waited like a month and a half I waited about 4 weeks, and I was like, that's when I started DMing her, or not tweeting at her, and she was like, you know, if you could be patient. I'm like, okay. That was like, you know, I'm like, obviously it's gonna be stressful to do all that. She was like, yeah, whatever, sorry. Like, I'm actually stupid patient, by the way. Like, my microphone, I let someone borrow it, and they were supposed to borrow it for like a day or two. I got it back like 9 days later, and I didn't say shit. Like, I never complained about anything. I'm just like, you know, whatever, shit happens, whatever, you know, understandable. So I'm like, all right, you know, I'm incredibly patient. I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure everything was okay. So then I left it at that. Then a month and a half later, about a half a month after that, I went ahead and DM her, or I think I added. I'm like, yo, what gives? I'm like, hey, like, me being nervous, like, so I haven't gotten mine yet. Help, right? And turns out it somehow money went through, but it went through a different thing, and it didn't allow it to go through her website, but she still got the money. So the purchase didn't go through, but the money did. And I'm like, ah! But she's like, dude, I'm so sorry. I didn't think it was like that, you know. I was like, it's fine, whatever. I was like, I'm just glad we got this shit sorted. I'm like, I've been waiting for this fucking album. I'm like, dog, I'm just happy we got it sorted, right? Like, at least we know what happened. So I was like, alright, sweet. He's like, don't worry, I got you. I just have to order an extra one or something. And I'm like, alright, cool. Easy mode, right? And then, hold on, I need to pull up my Twitter DMs, because I don't remember everything. I'm, like, in this brain is basically shit that, like, is really important, than things that are, like, not important at all, but they're fun facts that I, for some reason, just got stuck in my head. And then, as icebreakers, and then, after that, it's basically nothing. It's like stupid facts that are good icebreakers, semi-good icebreakers, then like super important shit, and then that's pretty much it. So, like, I remember the things that made me go, oh, and, like, you know, freak out. So that's why I'm like, there's points in here where I'm like, yeah, I remember that, but not everything's there. So hold on. Right, here it is. Right. Yeah, we figured out that it's like, whoops, did the thing, sorry about that. Right, and she says, I feel terrible about that, I want to send you a care package. I flip out for a good while. This thing, Twitter isn't timestamped, I don't think, so I can't see exactly what time it was. All I know is I saw her say, I want to send you a care package. I flipped my shit for like a solid hour or so, going, holy shit. Then I'm like, no, I can't, no. I paid just for the deluxe USB, nothing more, nothing less. That's what I'm getting, right? I was like, you don't have to go through that effort. Like, it was just a simple error. It happens all the time, you know. It's bound to happen with technology. You know what? No, you don't have to go through this effort. It's fine. You know, I know you're trying to be nice, but I don't want you to go through all that shit. So I'm like, no, you're fine. But you know, it's fine as long as we got this shit sorted, and I get the album and everything. It's fine. And she was like, no, you know, I really want to get you something special, especially for supporting my album, all this stuff, and send you some goodies. I was like, thank you. And at that point, I was like, you know what? I've had times where I've wanted to do something special for someone, and you know, I'm just like, realistically, you're just like, you know, I don't know, but it's just like, here, like, I'm not gonna take it back. You're just like, here, like, nothing you do will make me like want this back. It's for you, it's meant for you, so here, right? So I'm like, okay, at this point I start fighting. I'm like, okay, thank you, whatever, all this and that. And then I asked her about her performance, but her upcoming upcoming performance that's gonna be here in Houston. This was in February, by the way. The thing was in fucking March. And I'm like, hey, by the way, this and that stuff. Are you gonna be selling merch there? Are you gonna be, you know, questions like that? Yeah, and all this and that. I'm like, cool. And then my last DM to her was on February 23rd, which was when I asked her, you know, the whole, are you gonna be selling a certain item? And she's like, yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know. And then on March 26th, the day after I met her, I met her on the 25th. Right? Hold on, I need a good calendar. Yeah. I met her on the 25th, right? On the 26th, I message her with the whole, hey, I met you. This is awesome. Met, hugged. Same difference. To me, it's the same difference. You know, can't believe all this and that. You know, super hype. Thanks for making your music, all that shit. You know, just like fawning over her. I'm basically fanboying. And stuff and things. Sending her photo. Like she had tweeted out she wanted us to send her photos if we had any from last night. So I went ahead and sent her some of the photos that I took from last night. And she was like, you know, she messaged me back a lot of things. Right, there's this one DM. She says, thank you for being there and supporting me, coming out, giving me a hug, I love you. blah, blah, blah. And then she says that she's, because I had said that I'm really lucky to have been able to go. She says I'm the lucky one for being able to meet you, this. And I'm like, fuck it. My heart was like, like, that thing where you're just like, dude, like this shit hits me right in the fucking feels. You're just like, fuck, dog. So I was kind of like, my heart was just like a skip the beat kind of thing. You're just like, I can't believe this is happening. And I'm fucking. What time? I don't know what time. Oh, right. This was right before. No, this was on the day that I made the stream about meeting her, right? And I read this right before I did the stream, and this whole story is way too long, right? It's been like fucking 20 minutes. Just to say this one little point that connects what I said like 10 minutes ago to what I'm saying right now is when I read that, I was home alone, obviously, because I can never like show emotions when people are around. So I'm home alone. And I read this, and I'm literally going, oh shit. Like, for some reason, I don't know why I do this. Every time something happens, I blame myself, even if it's a good thing. I'm like, John, what the fuck have you done? Look at what you've done. People have acknowledged you. They know you exist now. Why have you done this? I'm pushed out of my own comfort zone by my own actions. I'm like, dude, fuck. I was freaking out. I'm like, oh god, I'm screaming at myself. I'm like, John, you retard, what have you done? And then, at this point I actually hadn't done that yet. I was just screaming. I was like, oh my god, like I was basically, I doubt anyone else does this. I do this quite often, is I'll fucking get so hyped and I'm alone and I'm just like, you know what, fuck it. And I just start like yelling out shit. And I don't mean like yelling, like aggressive yelling. I mean like fucking, happy yelling? I don't know how to describe it. It's like the shit when you see your fucking sports team score a point, right? Like that's what I mean, like a fucking yeah, like kind of thing. So yeah, it's like that. I was like fucking like fuck, I can't, I'm like fucking happy as shit. I'm walking around going, holy shit, Limbo, like I'm talking to myself the whole time going, holy shit, Limbo responded. Holy shit, Limbo super nice. Holy shit, I don't feel special at all. Why did she say that she's the lucky one? Like I'm self-deprecating basically. Like fuck, I'm not that special. Whatever, and I'm like, damn, I feel so loved, basically, and I'm like, I just reply like, I'm so happy, I can't express how great I feel right now, because I literally couldn't, like, I was, my only solution was to walk, by the way, I was pacing around my house, walking around my house, yelling out, going, holy shit, I can't believe that happened, I don't feel like, I feel super special and loved right now, things that have never happened, and I'm like, holy shit, I do that every time I watch like anime too, or like I'm reading a book and something happens and I'm like, I can't believe it just happened, kind of thing, and I fucking put the book down and walk around the house going, holy fuck, why have you done this? Like that. So I'm like, I'm basically doing that, and then quite a bit later, maybe 2 hours later, no, actually, so that reply would have been at like maybe around 4 p.m. And then it wasn't until maybe like 10 p.m. after I had done the stream and then uploaded to YouTube. Send her a DM. I'm like, hey, by the way, I made a stream / video about meeting you yesterday. Just like I made it, by the way. I wasn't gonna like watch it or anything. I just said, hey, I made this video. If you're interested in watching it, here's the link. If not, I don't mind. If you don't want to watch the whole thing, I'm just letting you know right now that the part specifically about just yesterday starts at 18 minutes. Well, I did, and she just literally, I was not expecting her reply to be what it was, but I look at her reply. First thing she says, "You're my hero." I go, "Whoa," like, "Whoa," straight up. I'm like, "Oh shit!" Right? She says, "I can't wait to watch it. Thank you so, thank you so much for everything and for listening." And again, skip a beat, going, "Ah," because I'm just like, dog. Like, I can't compare it to anything. I've never had anyone that I've admired this much, so I can't compare it to anyone. And I never talk to people, so I don't talk to enough people to know what to properly compare it to. But I think maybe a proper comparison would be like if I don't fucking know. Like if you just met I read books. If you just met like a writer that you really like, really an author whose work you really like, you read all their books and you think all their shit's amazing, right? And they just like, you know, you do a few things, just because, you know, you feel that you have, I would say obligated, but you feel like it's a thing to do, you know, to say thank you to them and all this shit. And then somehow, out of everyone they could have acknowledged, they acknowledge you, and you're just like, holy shit, what are the chances, right? You're just like, fuck, I've been noticed. And then it's like, holy shit, I just got noticed. But then not only that, they like, you know, actually, it's not the typical like big celebrity going like, you know, thank you, like half-hearted kind of thank you. It's like a full, like, you can feel the truth behind the words, and that's, I was freaking out like when I read that she said you're my hero. I'm like, ah, it's vice versa, you're my hero. You know, if anything, I'm just a regular fucking plebeian around here. I don't deserve this attention at all. I'm like, you know, basically that's what I'm feeling. I'm like, ah, and I just wrote back, thank you for creating such amazing music with a heart. And then some shit happened. Right. Okay, so that was on the 26th, the day I made the video. And then she had a flight to you know, she was on a flight to go back to California. And so I remember she tweeted, I tweeted it to her and the OTJ guys. And then after that, what I did was I basically just went, okay, I'm off to bed. I went off to bed. And then, no, this must have been like halfway through the day. But I was like, sometime then, Chris Wright had watched it, and he was like, dude, awesome, whatever. And I'm like, Chris Wright, because I love Chris Wright. So I'm like, I wasn't expecting Chris Wright to watch the whole damn thing, but he watched the whole fucking thing. Flipping out over that too, by the way. And then Limbo says, I've already watched a bit of it, and this is why she, you know, said I was her hero. You know, I can't quote everything, but you know, I just remember that she tweeted that I've already watched some of it. You know, I'll make sure to watch the rest when I'll make sure to watch the rest of it when I land. And I go ahead and I say, I was like, okay, well, I don't know when it's gonna be, and I have school tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna wait, but I appreciate that she's gonna watch it, right? I just go to bed. I don't necessarily fall asleep because I'm a little like hyped over everything that's happening. But I'm in bed, and I don't really, like, again, I don't take my phone to school or anything, so I just wake up, go to school. I'm at school. I check my Twitter on the school computer, and I see that Limbo had tweeted at me, and I'm like, what's this, right? And let's see if I can find it. She had tweeted at me. Let's see. I have to scroll down a bit. She had tweeted at me, and there was a. Let's see. Right. That one. That one. Fudge nugget. I'm trying to find it. Okay. Oh, was that one? Oh. Down, but I need to be fan. People see. Go back. I can't go back to me. Can't go back. Fuck, I don't know where it is. I can't find it. Whatever. Okay. Anyways, I had okay. I had gotten a reply, and she was like, "Oh my god, I just finished watching it. This was awesome. My heart was broken when I saw that you couldn't stay for my set." And I made it there and went, "Yeah, I know, it's kind of sad." Continue to read, and she said, "You know, I would like to do a private show for you. DM me. You know, please DM me. I would like to do a private show for you." And I'm like, whoa. You know, I'm over. After I read that, okay, no, I saw that I got a message from it at school, and I left it there. I went, okay, I got a message. I won't read it till I get home, just in case it's something important. Left it there. Got home. I read it, and this is where I read it. I read, you know, I saw it. All this and that. I would like to do a private show because I'm, you know, it sucks to get to leave. And I'm going, this is me like toning it down a lot. I went, holy shit, that's not real. I couldn't believe my fucking eyes. I went, holy shit, that's not fucking real. And then I proceeded to walk around my house screaming, "What have you done? John, you fucking idiot. What have you done?" Because I kind of have to explain myself here. I went, holy shit, no. Limbo, what are you doing? John, you're an idiot. That's what I was doing. I was walking around my house calling myself a dumbass. Because I hate being a bother. First of all, I hate like having to, you know, weigh people down. But what I really hate is when I'm noticed and then I wasn't ready to be noticed, and now I'm just like, fuck, what do I do now, right? I was noticed, and then she was like, "Hey, I want to do a private show." And I'm like, that wasn't the intent of the thing. The intent was just to show you that I really liked being there and like saying hi. I wasn't trying to. This is not what I want. But I was like, fuck, you know. I was like, dude, this is too fucking much. I'm like, no. And I'm walking around my house going, holy fuck, that's not gonna happen. Like, that's impossible. No way. I'm fucking freaking my shit. Like, I'm fucking grabbing pillows and throwing them like across the fucking room. Like, oh fuck, you know. Literally, because I just didn't know what to do. It's surreal. It was impossible in my head. I'm like, what in the fucking world? Not to mention, like I said, I have horrible anxiety, and I just like can't deal with like I'm awkward and anxious, and I can't deal with shit like that. So I'm like, dog, I'm going to embarrass the shit out of myself here. So I went ahead and, you know, I just kind of freak my shit. Now this was earlier in the day. Later on, there was some shit that happened with Limbo and the other guys, and you know, I was kind of I felt how I felt. I'm not gonna say anything, but I felt how I felt, and so I, you know, DM her like certain this and that, and I didn't want to say anything about the fact about what she had commented about the private show, because I honestly, as much as I would regret not receiving a private show from Limbo, because like, who the fuck would turn that shit down? Right? I was crazy enough to turn it down because I just couldn't. Like, I flipped my shit just from a text, right? From a thing I read on Twitter. I flipped my shit running around the fucking house. There's no fucking way I wouldn't make a fool of myself the second, like, I managed to get into a Skype call with her or something like that. Like, I would legitimately bounce off the fucking walls. So, I didn't mention, I sent her a DM. I didn't mention I didn't like, hey, about the no, I didn't do that. She's the one who addressed it, and she goes, love you so much, and I would really like to do that private show for you if you want. And that was my saving grace. She said, if you want. I'm like, woo! Breathing room, because then I didn't want to turn it down, because like I said, I hate. I don't say I hate it, but I dislike whenever you want to do something nice and then the person doesn't accept it immediately, or not immediately accept it, but doesn't necessarily want to accept it. So, I was like, I feel bad. Like, I really don't want to turn this down. Not to mention, why the fuck would I? right? It's amazing. Why would I? But I went like, listen, this shit that's been happening, clearly, like right now, shit's happening. I didn't want to be again. I didn't want to be a bother. Cause I'm like, listen, dog, shit's going down right now. You just got back to California. Like, honestly, just relax. You know, chill for a bit. Like, the shit's happening. You know, I'm really feeling for you right now. I don't want to be a bother. I don't want to do anything like that. So how about, you know, just chill, just relax, settle in. Because I know shit's going crazy for you right now, and I really don't want to be a bother, and that's what I was going through. Man, that's pretty much kind of what I wrote. I had to dumb it down because in my head I'm like, no, I don't want to bother her. I also don't want to embarrass myself, and this and that. I went, okay, I don't want to bother you. Like, I didn't want to bother her. I'm like, okay, just, you know, I literally put, I'm incredibly happy but nervous at the moment, and honestly, I know you're going through things right now, and I would hate to add to that. So how about instead you just include a special clip on the limited edition hollow USB before you ship it out. That way you can take your time and relax. Now, legitimately, I you know, I was feeling for her. I'm like, listen, just take some time off, like chill out for a bit. And that's it. And I was like, that was my thing. I was thinking like, fuck, what I do, I don't want to turn her down, right? I'm like, this is an amazing thing. You can't just turn something like this down. So I'm like, what do I do, right? That's when I said, wait a minute, I haven't gotten the USB yet. I don't know if she shipped it out yet. And this is fucking March already, by the way. I ordered it January 7th. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't even know if she shipped it out yet. That's my thing. Just how to put something special on the USB. That way it solves my issue. You know, I don't have to be nervous as fuck, like pretty much like almost passing out if I got into a call with her. And also I wouldn't put any weight on her back. You know, I didn't have to bother her at all. I went, you know, just if you haven't shipped it out yet, just put something extra on there, like a little clip of you like doing something, right? And I'm like, yes, that's amazing. I solved the issue. That way, you know, I don't have to be anxious and like annoying, and you don't have to deal with me being anxious and annoying. Because like, I when I get anxious, I'm really like a fucking like a turtle that just climbs into a shell, and instead of floating along, it just sinks to the bottom. So. I'm back. Took me a bit. Okay, I was in the middle of a fucking. Why does this happen every time? I'm in the middle of a story and I fucking cut myself off. Damn it. Yeah. Where was I in the story? I was somewhere. Hold on. Let's see. Right. USB. Sorry. I had to go offline and come back. Right. So I was like, hey, you know, I might repeat myself here. You know, I was like, hey, I don't know if it's, you know, in my head, I'm like, I don't know if it's shipped out yet. How about I should have put something special on there? That way I don't make a fool of myself and I don't bother her and make her pretend to be happy and like sing for me when obviously shit's going down right now and stuff. So I'm like, okay, that was the goal, you know. So that's why I went ahead and sent, you know, hey, how about you relax and then chill out, you know. I know shit's happening right now. Just whenever you feel better, just put like a little special clip on the USB, right? And that was it. I was like, all right, that's how I solved my problem. He writes back, oh my god, I should have brought it with me to Houston. I'm like, that would have been a smart idea. I'm like, yeah, I didn't think about that. I should have sent her that like a week before the thing. I was like, hey, since you're coming here, shouldn't you just bring it with? I'm a fucking retard. Whatever. And she just goes, I'm gonna send you a big care package. Can you send me your address again? It's gonna be a big box. And I'm going, before she said she'd give me a care package. And I'm thinking she's gonna throw in like, I don't know, because she sells patches on her thing. I'm thinking maybe she's gonna throw in a patch and like just write a little letter like thank you, right? And I'm sorry for being criticism. That's all. That's just a big care package, big box. I'm like, what the hell could possibly? And at this point, I'm like, fuck, I did it again. I brought attention to some shit that I shouldn't have brought attention to, and now we're here again, right? But this time, I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna argue at all. I'm not gonna argue at all because, first of all, I'm fucking over here having heart attacks every time I get a message from her going, oh my god. I'm like, I don't deserve any of this. Please stop, right? So I'm over here flip my shit. Like, I don't deserve any of this. Why is this happening? But you know, I'm like, you know what? Better alternative. I don't have to like basically embarrass myself in front of Limbo. So, okay, send her my address, this and that. Just thank you. I'm gonna send it this week and stuff and things. I send her money for shipping as well as some other money because of other shit that happened. You know, she once again says thank you. You're my hero, and I can't wait to send you all these goodies. Said, you know, no problem, this and that. I just went ahead and said, you know, you've done so much for me. I wish I only knew how to pay you back for everything, because that's what kind of send her money. And she says, well, you made my whole year. And I'm fucking over here dying because it's fucking Limbo. I'm like, oh my god. You know, hearing shit like that, it's like, oof, like it hits you right in the fucking feels, dog. I'm over here like dying, fucking on like. So yeah, that was the last week. This all happened while I didn't have a microphone because I let someone borrow it. Like if I had my microphone, I probably would have started streaming. Then this would have happened while I was streaming, and you would have seen me flip my shit, which probably would have, whatever. But yeah. I would have ended up embarrassing myself anyways in front of my fucking stream, but it's fine because no one's in here ever. So, yay, Twitch stream, no one's ever here. Yeah, I can like most of the time be myself in my stream because there's no one here. So I basically just do what I normally do, which is talk to myself and just think about shit that's happened. Right? That's pretty much it. So. So yeah, that was last week, dog. It was a eventful week, to say the least. You know, fucking more contact with Limbo than I would have ever imagined I would have had. Fucking DMing and everything. Fucking insane. And fucking, she fucking followed me too, by the way, on Twitter. Holy shit, like that alone made me fucking flip. Basically anything she does makes me fucking flip out, dog. So yeah, I was like fucking jumping on the house going, holy shit, Limbo followed me. Yeah, so that happened. Fucking awesome. Really just more. What else? Fuck, I feel like there's more. Shit, I'm missing something. I do know that yesterday, hold on, what was it? Yesterday. Dude, but yeah, dude, that was one hell of a fucking week, to say the fuck. Oof. Like, I actually remember I put this on my Snapchat today. It went from being the best day of my life to being the best week of my life, like, real quick. So I was like, fuck. Yeah. Awesome day, awesome week. I was noticed, fucking followed, which I thought would never happen, so. Sheesh, that happened. Yeah. The funny thing though, on Friday I was at work. I was listening to some of those songs on my SoundCloud, and I was in some of the older ones. I forgot, one of the songs caught me. Anxious. I was listening to Anxious because I'm anxious. I have really bad anxiety. And for some reason, this thing happens when I listen to music. I'll have a weird lapse. Like I'll like fucking immediately remember last time I heard the song, or like the last thing I was doing, last thing on my mind when I heard the song. It happens a lot. Like I can, if I play songs from like middle school years or like maybe 2 years ago, I'll tell you exactly what book I was reading and about where in the book I was, and about what maybe a few things about what had happened that day or like around that same week. Like I remember shit like that from the song. Like it's weird. I just fucking randomly lapse into it. I'm like, oh shit, right? And I started feeling anxious. I'm fucking working and I'm bored as shit. And I get a fucking lapse and I'm like, whoa! And I start having a fucking sort of crisis. I don't know. I fucking started having a breakdown at work. I'm like, oh shit, dog. Like, because the last thing I had on my mind, last time I heard the song was at like fucking middle of the night, and for some reason I was super fucking depressed that day, and I was just like questioning everything. So I put it on my Twitter, I tweeted about it. I was like, you know, I was basically like, that night so the last time I heard it, I was like fucking questioning everything. I was like, dog, why am I like this? You know, I fucking suck. I was just self-deprecation at its maximum in the middle of the night. And I was just kind of like listening to the song and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I had that thing. And then basically I got sucked into the same exact train of thought, and it happened all over again. And for like an hour and a half, I was just kind of sitting at work going, oh my god, what is my life? I want to fucking die. I don't deserve to be alive. Things like that. So, it was interesting. Yeah. I don't know if anyone else gets that. There's no one in here, so no one's going to answer to my questions when I ask that to my stream, but I don't know if anyone else does that, or anyone else gets that weird thing where it's like, holy shit. Yeah. If I can find Anxious. I know, like, Limbo doesn't like people using her music without permission. And the song's made by Atlas, and I don't really like look at Atlas' shit. Like, I like a few of the songs that he's done, but I never actually like looked at his shit. So I don't know if like they'd be okay with me playing their song, but I'm just gonna play a few seconds of a part that is significant to me. Hey, can I look at? Do they have lyrics? I know sometimes they put lyrics. No, they don't. But I'll let you get the gist of what the song is and why it got me into that, like, fuck, I want to die right now kind of thing. Person I can see when I look in my mirror. I started to create when it got worse. Wanted so badly to sing that I forgot to learn to talk first. Created a persona where I locked words into phrases so that they could get a little bit clearer. Over time I started changing, rearranging my mind into the lowest fruit hanging, dangling, and picked it like a flower to pretend that it was me, and let it take me over. It was all that I could see, and my true self faded into context. Okay, don't want to play more than that, because not my song, and I respect people who make the song. It's Anxious by Atlas and Limbo. I didn't look at who produced it, but yeah, so check that song out. Really good. Yeah, that's the song, and as you can tell, it has a very melancholy tune, so yeah, that shit got me deep, and I was fucking sitting there having an existential crisis, like, fuck, why do I exist? Why am I like this? Like, what happened in my childhood that made me become such a fucking retarded, like, dude who's anxious about everything and is never sure about what he wants? So I was just like, fuck, dude, life sucks and all this, and I was like, fuck. I tweeted about it. I'm thinking about, like, doing live streams where I literally just sit down and talk about shit like this, where, like, I just talk about the shit, or the shit that I ponder in my brain. I ponder a lot of things. I just don't have any viewers, which is kind of what I want to do. Is like I want to have like maybe like a person or two here where I can just like have a conversation about this. You know, it's kind of sad I don't have any friends to talk about it with, huh? But yeah, I want to do that. I want to see like maybe people care about whatever is in this noggin. I doubt anyone does care, but you know, be interesting to find out. Yeah, I was gonna do my homework, and I was gonna do it on stream. That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna do it on stream. I am gonna do it. I was gonna do it on stream, but there's really no need to do it on stream. I think maybe what I'm gonna start doing is just do a stream every once in a while, and then just like, or not once in a while. Obviously, like I said, if you look at my fucking page, it says I want to stream every single day. So I think what I'm gonna start doing is I'm just gonna like get home and maybe stream for like an hour, and it'll just be me going through the shit that happened today, or maybe you know, things like that. Talk about limbo, limbo, because I mean, there's pretty much nothing that happens in my life besides like the every average Joe's routine: wake up, go to school, come back home, work on your shit, and that's it. And I have a very boring life. So basically, the only thing that ever, like, you know, I don't know, is interesting in my whole day is once they fucking put on my music, so it's the Limbo while I do my homework. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just start streaming every day after I get home from school. Maybe talk about my day or something. I don't know. I have no one else to talk to, so might as well vent to the internet. Right? Alright. Well, that was 14 minutes. Not like I care how long it was. It's just like, well, that was an extra 14 minutes of my life. Lol. You know what? I think I already have a separate YouTube channel for my gaming one. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start posting these, like, things where I talk to myself on Twitch to YouTube on my vlogging channel. Might rename it, too, to something else. But I'm just going to start posting them there. Because, like, I doubt anyone who follows my YouTube, my gaming YouTube channel is going to care about this. And even then, no one who does follow my gaming YouTube shit actually cares about my gaming YouTube shit. I don't know. I might just start posting. I don't know if I should post this on my YouTube channel or put it on a separate YouTube channel. I really don't know which one I should do. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I might just put it on mine just because I don't feel like managing two separate accounts. But we'll find out. Alrighty, people. Oh, there's no one here. So, alright, me. I'm probably gonna edit this later. I'm not gonna edit it actually. But I'm gonna cut it together and put it to the earlier one where I had to get off for like half a second or a bit. So, yeah, me editing notes, none because you never edit. Yeah. If I'm editing this and something happened and it's like sad, don't be a bitch. It's okay. You'll be fine. No, if Limbo's like said some shit and you're freaking out again, continue to freak out because you should be freaking out right now. It's fucking Limbo. All right, cool. See you guys later, and me. See me later. I don't know how to see you later. Me? How the fuck do I? No, whatever. All right, see you guys.